Okay, so let's make an important distinction here. This is one of the major distinctions we have to make on this YouTube channel. And this is the question of the difference between doubting and questioning. If you have already your ideas, please feel free to drop it into the comments. We can always learn from each other. So, and also maybe the question is there a difference between doubting and questioning, and how to recognize this difference? Listen, once upon a time there were only a few people talking about non-duality and awakening, except a few teachers like Gangaji, Adyashanti, and Eckhart Tolle. And now so many even young teachers are out there talking about this topic, non-duality or awakening. And there can be also so much confusion about questions like difference between doubting and questioning. But why is it important to understand doubt and questioning? It is important because non-duality is about questioning all your views and assumptions. This questioning is called self-inquiry. And this self-inquiry, like real questioning, is accompanied by an opening of the mind. It even feels good in your body. There is an expansion experienced. But what is doubt? As Ramana also said, the last obstacle to your self-realization is self-doubt. So let's look at the word. Even in doubt, there is the word double, so dual. It suggests something dual. So we are vacillating, for example, between two possibilities. And it doesn't feel good in the body. Doubt is a statement in the mind, like, I am not enough. Questioning, however, is confronting this view or this assumption. Like, am I really not enough? Who says so? What is the underlying assumption? Let's question that. So that is non-duality. We are questioning that doubt, that underlying assumption. So just by asking the question, you relax. Why is that? Why is that side effect, this relaxation? Because the underlying belief is being questioned, so it doesn't have power over us anymore. And it is brought to the surface, and it can be looked at. You can name it. This is exactly how it loses the power over us. So we can say that doubt is covering something, an underlying assumption, for example, and questioning is discovering something, uncovering the truth. So, and how to recognize this? As I said, with doubt, there is a strange feeling in the body. And with real questioning, there is a relaxation. That's the first and foremost distinction which you can experience. So this is really the simplest way how to know really the difference between them. You can listen to your body, as we always say. So, and what is your experience? I am curious to know. So drop it into the comments. Let us learn from each other, and let's have a look at another example now of doubt and questioning, like an awakening experience, which can also be very subtle. It doesn't have to be how we usually imagine, that it's like a great thunder, lightning, shifting experience. It can be very subtle, very simple. But however is this awakening experience, what is always the same is that there is a knowing without a doubt. And that is, it's like it's realized that this is true. This can be a breakthrough regarding doubt. As it was in my case, the mind can come in later and doubt the experience of awakening, saying like, hey, this cannot be true. This is a doubt. And you start feeling small. But you can turn it and ask, is this true? And this is inquiry, real questioning. The mind opens, there is a curiosity and receptivity. So listen, one day someone showed me a video of Gangaji. And here is my experience. As I heard the words from her about consciousness, that you are always free, you are always here. Even there, as I was listening to these words, I was already resonating with them. Then having the experience of awakening, where there was nothing and everything at the same time, and it was still and silent, and all was empty. There was no doubt there, no questions about it. Why? Because doubting is a mental process. And in the moment of awakening, there is no mind. Something which is aware knows itself without a doubt. It is such good news. This was liberating for me. First time in my life there was no doubt, because there was no mind. So self-doubt can only exist in regards to someone, to an I, to a person. Since awareness cannot doubt itself, anything can only be doubted in this so-called movie, in your story, in this false realm, by a false self, in this dream, this I. So when you are doubting, from the absolute perspective, you can really ask, is this doubting true? What is this doubting made up of? You will see that doubt is made up of thoughts which organize themselves into stories. And there are emotions also connected to it, to these thoughts. And you can inquire into all of them by really questioning them. Who do these emotions and thoughts belong? Who do they belong to? From the non-duality perspective or realization, we can say that doubting as well as questioning, or the so-called self-inquiry, are both done by the mind. The mind is questioning the mind and leading it to its source. And it's beautiful. Both are illusionary. It does not mean that we are not experiencing them. They are appearing. But they both appear in you as infinite awareness. The doubting mind, I am not enlightened, I am not enough, I will never make it. And we could go on. And also the supportive questioning, the method of self-inquiry to eliminate these doubts, are both appearing and disappearing in you as conscious, loving awareness. You are that which is aware of them. You are aware of the doubts and you are aware of the questionings. So questioning is great. And yes, let us use self-inquiry, just like we use yoga, we use therapy, to calm down the person, the character, to release some of the old conditionings, can be so beneficial. But to know that all along, even while you are doubting, you as the awareness are not even touched by anything. This is liberating, this is happiness. So this is the absolute truth. But if you are following us, you know that we love to talk about the relative truth too, namely your everyday life, to include all. And there is nothing to push away. Just as our teacher Gangaji and Eli Jaxon-Bear always did and do, everything is included. So stay on, because now comes some more useful information about the psychology of doubt. So subscribe to our channel if you have not yet done so, and you can get a notification of our new videos. And there will be a second part to this video where we are discussing about the psychology of really doubting. So apart from non-duality, or as part of non-duality, you can learn about your latent tendencies, your enneagram type, your psychological conditionings here too, because all of these can be also a jumping board to realize yourself fully. And of course, these personal conditionings can be healed to have a better life. A better life is not a prerequisite for awakening, but if you can have an easier life, then why not? So see you in my next video, where the second part, where we will have a look at this. All up to you.